topic I want to discuss. And this guy, it seems like it's a soap opera. And he plays with your emotions all the time. And you fall for it every time.
Especially if you're a Boomers fan.
Ben Simmons, last week, met with Brian Goorjian in New York, obviously, said to him face to face, eye to eye, looked at the man in his eye, the head coach of the Boomers, and said, I want to play on the national team and I want to go to Paris. That's what he said. What's your thoughts? I posted that on Twitter, and Twitter went off. What's your thoughts?
I think he's said that before. And like you said, he said that before numerous times. I'm at the point now where show me, don't tell me. If you're going to do it, just do it. Right. And I, I've mentioned on this show before, I'm still on Ben Simmons Island. I still have faith that he can get back to the player that he used to be once he's fully healthy. I think he's the best.
Do you think he's injured?
Yes, I do. I think this back issue that he's got is not something that you just overcome overnight. I think there's some lingering stuff there. He's the best basketball talent this country has ever produced.
Why has he never represented the Boomers?
He has when he was very young.
That don't count.
I agree, and that's been the issue, that he's never represented the Boomers.
Why?
I couldn't tell you.
Sorry to cut you off.
No.
You said he is the best basketball.
He's the best basketball talent this country's ever produced, and I think his style of game in that international style of play would kill. And playing alongside, these veteran Boomers guys and obviously some other guys that are up and coming, your Josh Greens and, that sort of Josh Giddeys, the younger guys as well, I think he would kill on the Boomers. To answer your question, I don't know why he's played. I just don't like that he keeps saying that he will and he never does. And at this point, I'm just like, show me, don't tell me.
Do you think there's a beef between the old Boomers crew and him? Like the old Boomers crew, obviously, Joe Ingles,
Patty,
Bogut. Who else? I'm not sure right now, but I know those three. Do you think there was a lingering issue? Maybe they didn't rock with him before. Like, what is the problem? I'm just trying to look at this thing at all angles.
Yeah.
You have an opportunity to help this country really put it on the map. Why don't you represent it?
Again, I don't know whether there's any friction there.
Does anybody know Ben Simmons personally? Does anybody know him? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does he feel Ozzy enough?
That's been the question, right?
Because I can tell you this right now. When you're mixed race, there can be issues. There's always issues. Kids are mean in school. That's where most of us get our insecurities from anyway. Badass kids go to school and tease us and talk shit about us. That's just how these badass kids are when they go to school. So, does Ben Simmons feel Ozzy enough to want to represent the Boomers? Does Ben Simmons feel black enough to represent in America? Not national team, but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, cats in America is looking at Ben like, you ain't black, you Ozzy. You know what I mean? And I'm sure there's kids, where it started, they're like, well, you ain't Ozzy, you black.
Yeah.
So do you think it's a thing where I ain't going to rep this country because of how I was maybe teased or something? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out why. Because it can't just be basketball.
Yeah.
It can't be.
It's an interesting question because, ever since he got to the NBA, he's always spoken about how proud he is to be Aussie. He used to wear that kangaroo chain.
Everything changed, Nick.
I know, but I'm just saying, after that casino incident.
After that trip, because he, first of all, he told everybody he was going to play World Cup. Didn't. Last minute, didn't. That's when that event was incredible. Team USA versus Australia. Australia beat Team USA. It was that was incredible.
Mm.
He then had the incident, the racist incident at the casino, where he videoed it and posted it. Then he had, when he did a camp in Sydney,
Yeah.
everybody's like, well, you making this much money. How are you charging these kids this much money when you just signed for that big deal? Right? So I just felt like that was the last straw. Me personally, as an outsider looking in, it was just like, damn, this is how my country's going to do me or portray me or treat me.
Mm.
Fuck it, I'm not fucking with y'all.
Mm.
That's how I looked at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we've never seen Ben Simmons in Australia since.
No. He spent all his summers over there.
And this is where I say, like, does he feel like he's not Aussie enough? You get me?
Mm.
So, I hope he plays.
Like I
I
said,
remember last year, like I tagged him on Insta when we was talking about this topic, and he hit me back, and he was like, Paris. He was like, Olympics?
Mm.
So for him to say this, I hope he plays in Paris and kills it, because everybody else, all the big dogs is coming out. All the big dogs is coming out. So if you would want to play in an Olympics,
this is the one.
this is the one.
Yeah. Like you said, I'm with you, man. I hope he plays. Obviously, as an Aussie, I want to see him play for the national team. I think he would kill it. I think he would fit really well with those guys. But like I said, at this point, show me, don't tell me.
What national team is going to go? Because the team that went to World Cup the other day?
Yeah.
That can't be the team that's going.
No.
That team ain't it.
I've said before, I think most of the Aussie guys playing in the NBA make it, right? If not all of them. Jawop Reith is definitely going to make it. Paddy is definitely going to make it, just for, like, even if he's not getting much time in the NBA or not performing to the standards we know that Paddy can perform to, I think he just makes it on the strength of what he's done for Australia in the past, and he would deservedly have earned his spot regardless. I think pretty much everyone that's playing in the NBA makes it. And then we're going to add in a couple of guys from the NBL as well, probably, and that'll be your squad.
Thanks for watching us on Upfront. If you like the segment that you just saw, you can listen to Apple and Spotify to hear the whole thing. And don't forget to like, share, and comment.